Zero expectation on this movie, but it's an AmalNeerad film plus a Sushin Sham musical, so it's obvious I'm going to give this a chance. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Buddies in Blockbuster. I'm your host, AJ, and we're here to review Bougainvillea. And it's funny that I just came back from church and I'm reviewing a movie where there's a song called Sthuthi and they have devil horns and dancing for it. Anyway, Bougainvillea is directed by Neerad. I was looking forward to this movie mainly because of the director and the musical score. I'm a huge fan of Neerad movies, from Big B, Sagar Alias Jack. That's an underrated movie in my eyes because I feel that's my favorite. Yes, I'm a Mohanlal fan, but I just love that movie. I've watched it a billion times. Anwar and a lot. So his genre is pretty cool, the way his action sequences and stuff like that. So, but for this movie, I don't want you guys to expect that piece. It's not going to be the usual AmalNeerad take. It's a different kind of genre. It's more of a psychological thriller, suspenseful, and a bit dark as well. So just keep that in mind before you decide to go to this movie, because there was a couple of scenes which is a bit, I wouldn't take a kids for that. In the cast, we have Jyothirmayi returning after a long time, and she killed it, especially in that song. She's a badass, and she killed it for this role and character. KunchackoBoban is the other lead as well. To me, it's these two carrying this whole movie. Their acting, their presence, and what they do on screen is remarkable. Yes, we have Fahd Fazil. That was kind of an added layer on why I wanted to watch this movie, because, you know, anything that he is in, I just love. But I'm just being honest, this role, he didn't have much to do. I honestly feel this is how it went. Amal just reached out to Fafa, looked at, hey Fahd, do you want to do this role? Maybe just 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah, I can do it. The role's yours. I think it's it just went by that way, maybe mainly because of the importance of this character. It could have been done by anybody else, and that's what you're going to see in all the other reviews. Is yes, he's a cop. Yes, he's investigating a couple of things, but wasn't as impactful compared to the two leads which is carrying this movie. When it comes to the cast, I think they mainly Jyothirmayi and KunchackoBoban, they killed it with what they've been given. The one piece or the main standard to me, technical components of this movie, whether it's the sequences, whether it's the actual shots, the zoom in and zoom out on a couple of scenes, and the way how they flow it through. Cinematography is like next level, and I need to give kudos to what AmalNeerad was doing in those kind of sequences. Plus, between Sham's background score and the BGM and a couple of scenes, it elevates that scene a lot more. This song Sthuthi became a hit, and keep in mind that's towards the end. It's just like a backdrop towards the end credits. It's a vibe song, and whatever he delivers, and he's had a great year. I love his work. He's on a roll. I know he's taking a break, so he deserves all the rest. He's done a great job for this movie. And like I said, I've mentioned this, do not expect this to have high octane action, over the top sequences of an AmalNeerad film. This is a totally different take. When it comes to the story itself, as you can see in the trailer, there's an investigation component going on. Jyothirmayi does have a couple of mental stability problems, memory loss, amnesia, and, you know, KunchackoBoban is the helpful and supportive husband. There's a couple of twists and turns that happens in this movie, and there is a lot of missing cases of people because Jyothirmayi has those issues. There is a linkage of, is she doing something or is she just forgetting something? You know, it goes around with that piece. KunchackoBoban should go through all the, let's say, the hell of investigation with her, because he's the one who's taking care of it, and a lot of twists that comes in. But as a guy who has seen a lot of Hollywood movies and a couple of Korean movies which has this genre, I'm kind of used to this, so it was kind of predictable from the storyline perspective. I cannot reveal much because if I just say something, it's just going to spoil the movie, so I cannot talk about the storyline a lot more, mainly because anything that I say about the plot line would just reveal everything. It's that thin. I think this is where it kind of takes a dip, is the storyline itself, because the first half is more about, okay, we're understanding the characters, we're understanding what Jyothirmayi is going through, how KunchackoBoban's character is supporting her, going through these phases of mental trauma, other supporting cast, and that's when, you know, missing cases happen, and Fahd Fazil is introduced around investigating what's going on and how Jyothirmayi is linked to all of these components. First half, aside from those intro, it starts to get a bit draggy, in my opinion. The second half makes up for it because the whole reveal and the plot twist and stuff for that is in the second half. And I need to mention during the second half, KunchackoBoban steals the show. He goes next level. Of course, Jyothirmayi is the epitome of this movie because of struggles that she faced, and it's a comeback. I welcome this comeback because she's done a great job. But again, from a story and a movie standpoint, I knew what was going to happen. Right before the interval scene, I just knew, okay, this is how it's going to end. So the predictability of this movie was maybe a letdown in my eyes, but I think the cast does a good job to justify why this movie is worth watching, plus the technical aspects that surrounds it about the sequence and the cinematography. It's a good time. I would say it's a one-time watch for me. I believe in terms of rating, there's going to be two buckets, at least in my eyes. If folks who are used to this kind of genre, you might as well just wait for it to come on streaming platform. It's nothing mind-blowing. Like Kishkanda Kandam was like, oh, wow. Don't expect that wow factor here because that sequence was much different to what this is. On the other hand, we might have folks who are not used to this genre, who's not seen a lot of Korean kind of movies or Hollywood kind of movies based on this flow. For them, I would say, yeah, you can give it a shot. It's an AmalNeerad film. You're a fan of his work and looking forward to Jyothirmayi's comeback. Plus, you have Sushin Sham with musical. Yeah, of course, go to the theater and watch it. To me, I would have much rather watch it in a streaming platform. It's more around 3 range in my eyes. But what do you guys think? Did you guys watch this movie? Did you guys love it more than I did? Put it in the comments. And as always, guys, be sure to like, subscribe.